Look at this channel, 66,000 plus subscribers with only 23 videos. Or this one, Anihis, over 47,000 subscribers from just 29 uploads. And then there's Anidoc, a massive 133,000 subscribers, and they've only posted 30 videos. I used to think you needed at least a few dozens uploads to even get the algorithm to notice you, but looking at these numbers, I was wrong. These channels are massive outliers. They prove that YouTube doesn't actually care about your upload volume as long as you completely nail the format. Right now, the 2D animation documentary niche is one of the only spaces where the algorithm still heavily rewards story over speed. But here's the reality check. If you just click a button and generate generic AI clips, YouTube's updated inauthentic content filters will flag it, and your video will flatline. You can't just be fast, you have to be good at it. So today, I'm not just going to drop a list of tools, I'm giving you the exact documentary blueprint. You'll learn how to use free and accessible AI models to bypass the AI slop filters. We will handle topic research, script writing, build consistent visual assets, and give it a voiceover that actually breathes and feels human. All for free. Let's get to work. Open up Gemini or whatever free LLM you prefer, but before you type anything, you need to upload this text file I've linked in the description. This is the AIO Mega Summary. It contains the actual psychological frameworks used by top creators. If you skip this step, your AI will just spit out generic robotic scripts that get 0 views. Once that's uploaded, grab the architect prompt from my Google Doc. This tells the AI exactly how to use our uploaded file and how to analyze the channel screenshots we are about to feed it. Now, head over to those viral documentary channels we talked about. Grab a screenshot of their video feed and drop it into Gemini. Do this for a couple of different channels so the AI has enough context to reverse engineer their success patterns. Hit enter and watch what happens. You instantly get a list of high-potential outlier topics. Now, I could just tell it to make another standard history documentary, but I want to show you how flexible this visual style really is. I'm going to pivot and select this topic about the new Coke corporate conspiracy. Paste your chosen topic back in, and boom, you get a script that actually has a soul. But here's a quick reality check. Never just copy and paste. Always go in and add your own human touch, a personal opinion, or a unique transition. That is how you build an audience and beat the AI filters. Getting the script right was actually the hardest part, because without a good story, visuals don't matter at all. You have a killer script, but if it sounds robotic, you'll lose your audience in the first 10 seconds. To get natural, high-quality voiceovers totally for free, we're heading to Google AI Studio. Now, follow me closely here. By default, the UI will suggest Gemini 3.1 Flash. While it's faster, it has major consistency issues for long scripts. Click on it and scroll below until you find the model Gemini 2.5 Pro Preview. This is the high-end engine I personally use for that deep cinematic texture. Open the main panel and switch to text mode. Don't let the developer UI intimidate you. It's actually very simple. Before you paste your script, you need to find your voice. Google gives you a massive range of free male and female options, but for a documentary, you want gravity. I recommend choosing a lower or lower middle pitch. I'm going to pick this one. Now to the technical settings. Do not choose anyone here. Keep the pacing at natural and the accent at neutral. Let's now close this window. But here is the real thing, the temperature. Most people think higher temperature with Gemini 2.5 Pro Preview means better voice quality. It doesn't. The sweet spot is between 0.7 and 0.9 for this specific model. Finally, paste your script and hit generate. And in about a minute, your professional narration is ready.
Most people see the new Coke disaster of 1985 as the ultimate corporate cautionary tale. A giant company getting arrogant, changing a
If a specific line sounds off, just tweak the temperature slightly and regenerate. But once you're happy with the result, hit download. Now you have a world-class script and a voice that sounds like a professional narrator. Everything is perfect. But now we hit the part where most channels fail. You need to visualize that actually match the quality of this voice. If you just use random stock footage or basic AI prompts, you'll get generic, messy results that look like every other AI slop channel. We need to become directors. Let me show you how to generate consistent cinematic 2D assets. To get those high-quality 2D documentary visuals, we need visual consistency. Go to the description and grab my cinematic storyboard prompt from the Google Doc file. This is the foundation of our visual cage technique. When you paste your script here, the AI doesn't just give you images, it breaks your story into precise 8-second scenes. For every line of dialogue or voiceover, you get a start frame and an end frame prompt. But if you want to keep things simple for your videos, you can stick to just one frame per scene, the start frame I mean. Therefore, this workflow scales with your skill level. Now let's talk about the image engines. Copy your start frame prompt and head into ChatGPT or Gemini. Paste the prompt from Gemini. To ensure that specific 2D style, make sure you attach the 2D visual template from my doc after every prompt. Then choose or mention your aspect ratio, for example 16:9, and then hit run. I'll do the same using Gemini to see which one does better job. As you can see, ChatGPT gives us high detail polish. Meanwhile, Gemini offers a more hand-drawn, authentic vibe. But I'm going with Gemini this time, so I'll download it. Here is the pro move. For the end frame image, paste the prompt from Gemini and also paste this prompt from my doc file in the end. Since now you have your first frame image, re-upload it as a reference for your end frame. This will tell the AI to keep the character and environment identical, but only change the pose or the camera angle. And as you can see, this end frame is consistent. Just repeat this for every scene in your script and you'll get consistent visual style just like I got here. Now you have your storyboard. You have beautiful, static 2D documentary style art. But static images are just a slideshow, and YouTube will never monetize them, according to their inauthentic policies. To truly compete with the outliers we saw in the beginning of the video, we need cinematic motion. But if you use the wrong video model, your beautiful 2D art will turn into a morphing, inconsistent mess. Let me show you how to use one of the most advanced video generators for free. Qwen Video Generator by Alibaba and Google's Flow AI. Links to both are in the description. And if you stick around through this section, I am going to reveal a bonus tool that gives you unlimited video generations for free. So let's start with Flow AI. When you create a new project, they give you 150 free credits up front on new account, plus 50 more every single day. You can also use multiple Google accounts. Here is where our visual cage comes to life. Upload your start frame image here and your end frame image right next to it. By anchoring both sides of the clip, we force the AI to perfectly interpolate the motion without hallucinating. Next, grab the image to video prompt Gemini generated for this specific scene. Paste it in. You can tweak this if you want a specific camera move, for example, stable motion. For the settings, ensure the frames option is selected and your aspect ratio is locked to 16:9. Now you have a choice, the VO 3.1 Fast model or the VO 3.1 Light model. The Fast model costs 20 credits, but the Light model only costs 10 and still delivers incredible quality. Therefore, to stretch our daily credits, we are selecting Light. Then finally, hit Run. While that renders, let's open our second tool, Qwen Chat. The workflow is slightly different. Click Create Video from here, set your aspect ratio to 16:9, but here you only upload your first frame image only. Do not upload end frame image. Then paste your prompt and hit Run. Qwen takes a little longer depending on their server load, so let's jump back and check our VO 3.1 Lite result on Flow AI. Now look at this. The prompt adherence is excellent, but the AI added a weird, shiny effect to the eyes that ruins our gritty documentary vibe. This happened because I didn't modify the prompt. So I quickly removed the word shiny from my prompt and ran it again. And there it is. Perfect, consistent motion. You can then download the clip in 720p. And here's the clip from Qwen AI. Using this exact technique, you are going to generate the clips for all your visuals. I highly recommend A/B testing Qwen and Flow AI for the same scene to see which engine understands your prompt better. Oh, and for that bonus video generator I promised, there is a mobile app linked in the description that gives you unlimited VO 3.1 fast generations just by watching an ad. If you run out of credits on these two platforms, that app is your ultimate safety net. So we have a human-sounding voiceover and we have our video clips. Right now though, they're just scattered files in a folder. We need to apply the final polish. Let me quickly show you how to edit this into a high-retention masterpiece. You can use any editor for this, but I highly recommend Quicut for Android. The link is in the description. Import your generated clips first and then your voiceover. Now here is the golden rule of YouTube. Dead air kills retention. Therefore, the very first thing you do is split your audio and aggressively delete every single silent gap present in the voiceover. So split using this icon and drag the audio clips so they sit tightly next to each other. Also adjust your video length so they sync perfectly with the spoken words. Next, transitions. Beginners love to use flashy, crazy effects, but that instantly makes your video look cheap. Therefore, stick to simple, seamless dissolves, fade, or slide transitions as they look clean and professional. Once you're done with transitions, it's time for the secret weapon, sound design. It feels optional, but it is the difference between a good video and a viral one. Adding a simple whoosh on a transition changes the entire feel. Listen to it. See the difference? After this, drop in a cinematic background track from Pixabay or the YouTube audio library for further enhancement. Keep the volume low, around 30 to 35%, with a smooth fade in and out using this button. The music should be felt, not heard. Finally, throw on a subtle movie filter from this section to tie all your colors together, and also tweak the adjustments from here. Anyway, we are ready to export now. So click here, set your resolution to 1080p or 720p, frame rate to 25 or 30, and leave the bitrate on recommended or default. But before you render, make sure you toggle on the quality enhancement feature to get that crisp final polish. And also select 16:9 ratio. Finally, click Done to export. Now, ready to see what a documentary looks like made with only free tools? Here is the final result.
Meet Roberto Guaisueda. He wasn't a soda guy. He was a chemical engineer who became CEO. He realized Coke had a sugar problem, and I don't mean health, I mean cost. Coke was locked into expensive contracts with sugar farmers. Therefore, they desperately needed to switch to high fructose corn syrup to save billions. But if they just changed the ingredients in the original bottle, the fans would notice the metallic aftertaste and revolt. Therefore, they needed a distraction. They didn't just
AI has raised the baseline. Anyone can generate a script now, but it cannot replicate your perspective, your failures, or your lived experience. Without that human element, you're just making more AI slop. You now have the blueprint to build high-end documentaries using completely free tools, but the real battle is keeping viewers hooked. To push this to the limit, your next step is a choice. Both masterclasses are on your screen right now. Smash a quick like if this saved you time. Drop a comment with the workflow you're testing first, and click the next breakdown to keep your momentum moving.